Unable to bear the loneliness at the bottom of the deep pit, the man hurried over to the body and began taking off his pants, followed by his shirt. After that, he quickly came over to the woman. She glanced at him reluctantly and slowly took off her clothes as well. The man immediately took off his pants too, but then surprisingly, he put his shoes back on. Without saying a word, he picked up the clothes lying on the ground. It turned out that he had a plan. He wanted to use the clothes to escape from the deep pit. He gathered all the pants he had collected and threw them into the water. After soaking them completely, he finally pulled them back out. Then he removed the belts and tied them tightly around several wooden sticks. Once everything was secured, he found a spot that was relatively close to the edge. He carefully aimed the makeshift tool and threw it upward. The woman thought the wooden sticks were too small and suggested that she should try first because she was lighter, but the man refused, saying that she was already injured and shouldn't do anything too strenuous. "Let me do it." With confidence, the man began climbing upward, but things didn't go as planned. The muddy walls on both sides were extremely slippery, leaving him with almost nowhere to place his feet. Meanwhile, one end of the wooden support had already been pulled toward the edge. He was only a little distance away from reaching the top, but no matter how hard he tried, he simply couldn't reach the edge. Suddenly, he lost his grip and slipped back down. The fall also badly injured his leg. The intense pain made him cry out. The woman immediately rushed over to check on him. A large piece of skin had been torn from his knee. She quickly used a wet piece of clothing to wrap the wound. Seeing the injury, the man couldn't help but shudder in pain. The woman then blamed him for trying to act tough. She told him that if he had let her try, she might have actually made it to the top. Now both of them were injured, so they had no choice but to put their pants back on and think of another way to escape. But suddenly they heard footsteps coming from above. It was the criminals who had been chasing them earlier. They had come back for another attack. The two realized that their situation had just become even more dangerous. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell for more exciting movie explanations.